How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash the hell out of that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, we're gonna talk this boxing today, you guys. We're gonna talk Devin Haney versus George Kambosos, you guys. It's going down June 4th, in Australia. Both fighters look like they're fit, ready to go. The press conferences were lit so far, and yeah, man, I think both guys are gonna get after it, man. I think a lot of people are saying Devin Haney's gonna win easily. Um, Leading up into this fight, there hasn't been a lot of credit shown to uh George Kambosos. He is the undisputed champion, but I feel like a lot of people are not giving him enough credit. Um, and I just feel like, he's a better fighter than what people think. I feel like, am I saying he's, one of this, boogeyman at 135 pounds? No, I'm not saying that. But I am saying that, you know, George Camboso did beat a Teofimo Lopez, Teofimo Lopez did beat Vasyl Lomachenko. These are pretty good guys, man, we're talking about. These are not just, the run-of-the-mill guys. Jaden in the chat, he says, yes, sir. Ozo, Ozzy, what's going on? He says 50-50 fight. Salute. Yeah, so I mean, with it being a 50-50 fight, you guys, both guys can win this fight, but I just feel like nobody's giving George Kambosos credit leading up into this fight. A lot of people have said things in the past, like, George Kambosos is a good fighter, and George Kambosos can't possibly get it done. But I just feel like now they don't have that same energy come fight week. A lot of people have been picking Devin Haney to win, easily 12-round decision. That's what I've been hearing. Smash that like button as soon as you guys come in. Please smash that like button, you guys. It helps with the visibility of the show. Since I do spontaneous live streams, there's no telling when I'll go live, so it's just one of those things. Like my algorithm's all effed up. But yeah, man. As far as Devin Haney goes, he is a good fighter. I'm not taking anything away from Devin Haney. He's beaten, some okay fighters. He's beaten, you know, Gamboa. He's beaten, other good fighters as well. And I just feel like he's pretty much beaten uh, Javante Tank, some of his leftovers. I'm not gonna lie. Um, and fighters that other guys have beat. This is Devin Haney in there with a young, undefeated, in his prime guy in George Kambosos. And he's fighting in George Kambosos' hometown, you know? So it's like, dude, you got to understand this guy is fighting in George Kambosos' backyard without his father. Okay, a lot of chips are stacked against Devin Haney, but the skills can possibly pay the bills at the end of the day, you guys. Um, and that's what they're banking on. Okay, shout out to Ozzy in the chat. He says, boxing scene in topics. He says, I'm saying Haney may be injured. Okay, wow. So they're saying it's the first of my hearing of this. Smash that like button, Crypto Colors. What's happening, my brother? How's everything going, man? Salute to Crypto Colors, man. My brother from another. What's happening, man? But yeah, man, right now I'm being honest with you guys right now. And I'm calling a spade a spade. Both guys are really good fighters. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Devin Haney, definitely has that high IQ and that high boxing IQ in the square circle. I'm not taking anything away from, George Camboso, but you guys got to understand a lot of people are favoring Devin Haney to win this fight. Okay? A lot of people are favoring Devin Haney to win this fight. To win this fight. So yeah, so I just feel like right now, man, it's one of those things, man. You gotta understand that it's going down this June 4th in Australia. And I just feel like both guys are gonna be ready. Both guys are definitely gonna be ready. But I really feel like right now that, it's time. It's time to get things in motion. um, with the build up to this fight and the lead up to this fight. You know, you guys got to understand, man. There's a lot of people that are in boxing right now that think they're professionals when it comes to picking these fights. These fights are not easy to be picked. You know, these are not easily picked fights. You know, and so I just feel like, I just really feel like right now that George Camboso can possibly get the job done, but it's gonna take a lot of boxing IQ, the effort from him. It's gonna take it's just gonna take a lot, man. It's gonna take a lot. And I don't think a lot of people understand it. I don't think a lot of people understand that or know that, that George Camboso can possibly get this job done. And George Kamboso, for being what it may, he's been at the top level. He's beaten, when all of the chips were stacked against him, he's beaten, Teofimo Lopez. You know, Devin Haney does not have a big win like that on his resume. I'm sorry, he doesn't. You know, the more and more we think about both of these fighters, smash that like button as soon as you guys come in, y'all. Let's definitely get these likes up. That's all I ask you guys to do when you guys come in. Just get these likes up. Um, yeah, so I just feel like right now, man, George Camboso is one of those type of guys where he can get the job done, and he can be that guy, you know, to upset the apple cart. I feel like this is Devin Haney's fight to lose. Um, but a lot is against him. He's going against predominantly, George Camboso's crowd with, Australian fans. It's going to be well over 10,000 screaming, George Camboso's fans out there, man. And it's like a homecoming for George Camboso's, you know. It's like a homecoming, you know. And I just feel like a lot of guys, right now in the boxing community, you know, yeah, they say that, George Camboso, is a good fighter, but then I feel like they're not giving him any credit when it comes down to this fight. They're just looking over him. They're like, yo, this dude Devin Haney's too good. He's too young, too strong, um, and stuff like that. But you guys gotta understand sometimes, just sometimes, you guys. Now I'm not saying that this is the case, but just sometimes a fighter can be put in there a little too soon. A little too soon, you guys. You guys gotta take that into consideration when it comes down to this fight. You got George Camboso, that's a seasoned veteran, that's in his 30s, early 30s, I believe. You got Devin Haney, that's a young, hungry, you know what I'm saying? Guy coming up in the rankings. And, some say he's a champion. I'm going to be honest. I feel like this fight will determine who is the champion, period. You know, you got Javante Tank Davis saying that, Devin Haney is, you know, he's an email champion. How can he say anything about my fights when he got a belt mailed to him? That's what Javante Tank Davis said. The guy that just knocked iced this shit out of Rolly Romero. Okay, and there was a lot of talk leading up into that fight. Okay, and Javante Davis had to finally, you know, bury the hatchet. And yeah, man, Ricky, what's happening in the chat? He says this is a 50-50 fight, bro. But this is not what people are saying, though, man. He says Cambosa's only 27 or 28. Even better, even better, even better. Not less wear and tear on your body. I'm really curious to see, can George Kambosos get it down? Mind you, George Kambosos be the guy that's in Devin Haney's camp in Mickey Bay. They fought to a very close decision. Okay? Mickey Bay. Okay, yeah, he's been help training Devin Haney, for this fight and previous fights. And so, Mickey Bay lost to George Kambosos. So obviously he's going to tell him what he needs to adjust to beat George Kambosos. But will it matter? Will it really matter when it counts? When it counts, when all of the belts are on the line, will it matter? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. It's gonna be a tough call. It's a tough call, man. It's a tough call, man. The more I think about this fight, the more I, sit down and, you know, weigh out my options and really truly see, how this fight is gonna be, and is it can George Kambosos win this fight in his home country, in his homeland? And I mean the answer is yes. I think he can win this fight. I think it's very, very it's it's a very good possibility he can win this fight. You know, if a lot of the things that are in the favor of George Kambosos, he uses those to his advantage. Stay on Devin Haney if you get him hurt. Um, put stay. Have that pressure on Devin Haney. Have the crowd on your side. Use all of these advantages. Use all of these advantages, and you know, use all of these advantages for you, and to help you in this fight. You're gonna have the fans, you're gonna have the crowd. The noise is gonna be crazy in Melbourne, Australia. You guys, smash that like button, y'all. Let's get these likes up. Shout out to Ozzy in the chat. He says Kambosos been around forever. He's went pro young. Ozzy in the chat says, yeah, he did. You're right. He went pro at like 15, I believe, and he started his pro career in Mexico. Ozzy in the chat says Devin started pro in Mexico. He's been around for years. Too, he says, but young. Yeah, he's young and he's a little bit unproven. Devin Haney's a little bit unproven. They're saying he's the goods. They're saying he's the best fighter since damn near Floyd Mayweather. That's what some people are saying. But is he really that talent? Is he really that guy? Mason in the chat, what's happening? Ronaldo, what it do, man? He says, Coily, what's going on? This is going to be a good fight. Yeah. Smash that like button, you guys. As soon as you guys come in, let's definitely get these likes up, man. It is going down. Coily boxing, baby. Devin Haney versus George Kambosos. Like I said, and I'll say it again, you guys. A lot of you guys out there, and let's be honest, who are you guys in the chat picking to win this fight? I would love to know right now while we're live, right now on air. And I would love to know. Because I feel like right now these are the two guys in the division, that can get this job, that can get the job done. These are two of the best guys at 135 pounds. Some people say Tank is the best fighter at 135. I'm gonna be honest, man. I feel where they're coming from, and I understand where they're coming from. But we gotta see these guys fight each other, man. We gotta see these guys fight each other. Ozzy says he's picking Kambosos. Why are you picking Kambosos? What do you see in Devin Haney, okay, that cannot get the job done? Okay? Let me know in the chat what you see in Devin Haney that cannot get the job done and cannot be undisputed champion. Terry in the chat, what's going on, my brother? How's everything going today, man? He says 70-30, Haney. It's Haney time. Okay. Smash that like button as soon as you guys come in, man. This is Corey Lee Boxing. Terry in the chat says 70-30, Haney. It's Haney time. We'll see. We'll see. Crypto Color says, did you see the fights in the audience at the Tank fight? No, man. I was paying attention to the fight, bro. Like what was going on inside the ring. And I've been seeing a lot of memes from Javante Tank Davis and the Martin. And when Martin was on the ropes, man, they're out of control with the memes right now, with the Rolly memes, man. But yeah, man, I just think that Rolly got iced. I seen it coming. I predicted rounds 4 through 6, I believe, in my prediction video. If you guys go check that out. I did put down and write down round number 4 knockout. So that was my official prediction. I was 2 rounds off of that fight. So, you know, I just feel like Gervonta Davis started late. He started a little too late. I know he had to soften Rolly up, but he was being very cautious into the win of Rolly's power. You know, he was being very cautious to the win of Rolly's power. Rolly has fucking power, dude. Gervonta Davis said Rolly was a powerful puncher. You know, he was in the mix. He was getting it in there, mixing it up, man, with one of the best fighters at 135 pounds. And Rolly for 6 rounds showed, well, 5.5, 6 rounds showed why he should be in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis. A lot of people said that Gervonta Tank Davis shouldn't even be fighting Rolly Romero. A lot of people said that leading up into this fight. A lot of you guys in the chat were saying that. Yeah. A lot of you guys in the chat right now we're saying that. So yeah, Crypto Color says Corey Lee, Devin Haney has to use his reach and fight tall, and he could outbox George. Listen, man, it's gonna be a tough sell, man, for me to believe that George Kambosos can outbox Devin Haney. Okay, that's just gonna be a tough sell. Knowing how defensively responsible Devin Haney is, okay, when he's in the mix and he's not trying to get hit, he's almost worse than Shakur Stevenson when it comes to not being hit. Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson are the 2 least hitting fighters from 140 and under. I feel like they get hit the least between 140 and 130. Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, just in those 3 weight classes, 130, 135, and 140, they are hit the least, I feel like, out of all 3 of those divisions. We even seen last Saturday night, Tank got hit. Tank had some bruises on his face. He said he never got hurt, but he got hit. Smash that like button, you guys. Trap Media, what's going on, my brother? Smash that like button, Trap Media. Let's definitely get these likes up. Toby in the chat, what's going on, my brother? How's everything going, man? Yeah, we got the crew in here today, man, on this beautiful Monday Memorial Day weekend. Coming to an end. Ozzy in the chat says, because of rumors on boxing scene, bro, Haney's shoulder injury pulled again. Wow. We don't know. We don't know if Devin Haney's hurt leading up into this fight. I haven't seen any conclusive evidence to state that Devin Haney is going to be hurt leading up into this George Kambosos fight. We shall definitely see come fight night, though. A lot of questions will be answered come June 4th in Melbourne, Australia, you guys. Devin Haney's going to be a long way from home, man. A hell of a long way from home. Crypto Color says Corey Lee boxing. Rolly has poor footwork and bad defense. So he was not ready to fight Tank. Okay. Trap Media in the chat. Trap Media was having. He says, Corey, are you nervous for Haney? I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't know if it's nervous or just caution. I feel like Devin Haney needs to be cautious when it comes to George Kambosos. We know George Kambosos has that power. He sat Teofimo Lopez down on his ass. Yeah. He's short. He hit Teofimo Lopez with a clean shot, and he knocked him down. Very good knockdown. Ozzy in the chat says, if Haney is 100 and the shoulder's okay, he should win. Yeah, key word, Ozzy, should win. We don't know yet. The fight has not happened. Should win, though. Yeah. Some people say George Kambosos should win because he's the undisputed champion. So we got I said it's gonna be a really tough fight. Both guys, are gonna come in there to win, but there's only gonna be one winner. At the end of the day, you guys smash that like button. Let's please get these likes up, you guys. Please, let's get these likes up. But there's only gonna be one winner. There's only gonna be one winner, you guys. And I'm right now, the way I'm looking at it, Devin Haney, he's gotta box him. I feel like he's gotta use his jab. I feel like Devin Haney, the keys to victory is he's gotta use his jab, he's gotta use his range, and he's gotta be defensively responsible. Devin Haney's gotta be defensively responsible, you guys. Okay? Okay. And for George Kambosos, you guys, keys to victory is go in and fight close. I feel like his fight should be a little bit closer. Close the range, but find your range, in saying that. Take chances. You're gonna be the underdog possibly leading up into this fight. On all the sports pages and the sport bookies. So take some chances. You know, take some chances. People out there want to say that. I don't want to hear people after the fight is over like, George Kambosos didn't do enough. So definitely take chances. And what else I would say is if you get Devin Haney buzzed or hurt, finish the deal. Finish him. Finish him. Keys to victory for George Kambosos. If he gets Devin Haney hurt, finish him. If you stun him, stay on him. Close the range, but find your range. I feel like Devin Haney's fight is going to be won on the outside, and I feel like George Kambosos' fight is going to be won on the inside. You know, Crypto Colors in the chat says George has to get inside and close to beat Haney. Yeah, yeah, he does. He definitely does, man. He definitely does, man. Ronaldo in the chat. What's going on, my brother? How's everything going, Ronaldo, man? What's going on, man? How's life treating you? He says Haney in 12. Wow. So you got Haney winning by unanimous decision. See, that's what I told a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys are picking Devin Haney to win this Saturday. A lot of you guys, like I said earlier, I knew that you guys would pick. Smash that. One thing I need to say, you guys, smash that like button as soon as you guys come in. Let's definitely get these likes up through the roof, man. This is Corley Boxing, and we're definitely back with another banger. But yeah, Ronaldo in the chat, he says Haney in 12. I'm gonna be honest, that's what a lot of people are picking on Ronaldo. A lot of people are picking that, man. A lot of people are picking, right now, Devin Haney in 12. What are you guys in the chat? You guys in the chat, if you guys are here and you guys can hear me, who are you guys picking to win in the chat? Who are you guys picking to win this fight? Who are you guys picking to win the fight June 4th in Melbourne, Australia? Devin Haney or George Kambosos, the undisputed champion? Like Javante Tank Davis said, is Devin Haney a champion? He got mailed his belt. He said Devin Haney's belt came in the mail. He's not a champion. So a lot of people want to see Devin Haney prove himself, and this is the way. They finally found somebody to step up and to get the job done. To step up and to get the job done. Trap Media in the chat, man. What's going on, Trap Media, man? How's life been treating you, man? I hope the fam is good, and I hope you're good, man. No doubt. Trap Media says guys need to give Rolly more credit. Taking a flight, taking a fight like Tank with 14 fights only. Teofimo Lopez has done that. These other guys are not taking challenges like that this early. Rolly did. Solid. He said solid. You know, and I feel what you're saying, Trap Media. I feel what you're saying because right now both guys are, like I said, both guys are really good fighters. That's number one. Number two, it's gonna be a high level. It's gonna be a high boxing IQ type of fight. I feel like you know George Kambosos is definitely gonna have to show his ring generalship, and he's gonna have to show why he's in there and why he's the undisputed champion. And Devin Haney's gonna try to take that away from him and try to dominate this dude. You know, I'm pretty sure Devin Haney and his team does not want. I'm gonna be honest. Now, to think about this, you guys, Devin Haney and his team, mind you, his coach is not there, and Bill Haney. Okay, some of the other guys couldn't fly out there either. Okay, so you don't have your whole team. You're all the way in Australia. Crowd is against you in enemy territory. Okay, so you gotta win. If you're Devin Haney, you gotta be. If you're team Devin Haney, you gotta be thinking Devin Haney needs to go and win every round because you're probably not gonna get the knockout. You know, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I don't see Devin Haney getting a knockout. I'm just being honest right now with you guys. You know, I'm just being 100% honest right now. I don't see Devin Haney getting a knockout. I don't see him icing George Kambosos anytime soon. So this fight will go 12. I feel like I'm almost about 80% sure of that. But we'll see. Shit happens. Hey, shit. George Kambosos could knock out Devin Haney. You just never know. Devin Haney could knock out George Kambosos. You just really never know, man. This is boxing. We seen how Javante Davis was playing it safe for 6 rounds. He only threw 25 punches total, you know, but he was looking for that knockout. He knew it would come. This is a different scenario, different fight, different fighters, better fighters. You know, you got George Kambosos. I feel like right now would dominate Rolly Romero. Devin Haney against Rolly Romero would dominate Rolly Romero. You know, So I mean, you got guys right now that'll definitely dominate other guys, when it comes to pause, when it comes to, the skill level, you know. Smash that like button, you guys. Let's get these likes up, man. Ozzy in the chat says Rolly kind of got owned. I wanted Rolly to win too. Did you pick Rolly to win, Ozzy? Were you one of the guys that picked Rolly Romero to win? Crypto Colors in the chat says at Trap Media, Rolly heart had hurt, had heart, but lacked the skills. He's not a complete fighter. He started late in boxing and he only had 14 easy fights for Tank. Wow. That's how you feeling, Crypto Colors? Crypto in the chat says these boxers that start boxing late, like when they 18, they lack a lot of fundamentals in boxing, so they lose easy to a complete fighter. Okay. Trap Media says a judge had Rolly winning. Crypto. Don't be biased, bro. Okay, okay. Lennar is messed up. He should have beat him. Yeah, yeah, but he didn't know. He didn't. Mason in the chat says Corley boxing. You need a black boxer to show you how to throw a punch. You are stiff, bro. You are so stiff, bro. Tighten up, Mason. We're not throwing any punches right now. Kennedy in the chat says, Devin Haney by unanimous decision. That's what a lot of you guys are picking. A lot of you guys are picking Devin Haney by unanimous decision. That's not a surprise. That's not a surprise. I'm not surprised in that. You know, I'm not surprised. Ozzy in the chat says I had it pretty even. Rolly, Tank. Rolly got pop, but no KO. Pop versus Tank. Okay. So you just feel like Rolly didn't have enough pop to KO Tank. Okay. Kennedy says, or TKO. You got Devin Haney winning by KO possibly. Toby in the chat says, Corey Lee, I hit the like button from my other channel too, brother. So 2 likes for the one price. Yeah. Hell yeah, Toby. Yeah, boy. Shout out to Toby with the 2 accounts, the like button, no doubt. Ronaldo says everything good, bro. And yes, I got Haney in a unanimous decision. Tell me something I don't know. A lot of you guys, I say about 90% of you guys are picking Devin Haney by unanimous decision, probably. Tell me somebody in the chat that's not picking Devin Haney. I'll wait. Box, if it's such a 50-50 fight, who's picking Kambosos? Boxing Learner says George has to beware of Devin Haney's holding. Okay, you think he's going to hold a lot? All right, we'll see. Crypto Color says in the chat, Devin Haney is going to have. It says Devin Haney is going to have to use his boxing IQ to win against George. They both good boxers. We as fans are going to enjoy this fight. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. I know the time zone is going to be different. I think they said it's going to start at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know yet though. Boxing Learner says Devin via split decision. Okay, a little switch up. You think it's going to be a little tight fight? Okay, by split decision. So you got one of the judges having George Kambosos winning a close fight, huh, Boxing Learner? Okay. Crypto Color says good fight for Devin to prove himself. Exactly. That's what this fight is about. Proving yourself at the 135-pound division with Devin Haney's in. Ozzy says Rolly is a must. Oh, Rolly is at most a regular champ, not skilled enough. Sad because I like the dude. I'm a fan, but I gotta keep it real. Trap Media says all is well. Same to you and yours, no doubt. Ozzy says Rolly is like Wilder, started too late, 18 years old. If Rolly and Wilder started at age 11 and 12, be different story. Yep. It could be. You never know. It could be. Toby says, I think Devin by mid decision or split decision. Okay, another Devin Haney by mid decision. Another decision by Devin Haney. Another fan. I haven't seen none of you guys pick Roll. I said Rolly. I don't see another lot of you guys pick George Kambosos. And I think this fight is a lot closer in talent and skill than the Javante Tank Davis versus Rolly Romero. I think that the George Kambosos versus Devin Haney is a little bit closer. Kennedy. Kennedy says, right, but Corey, that's not Haney fault that Lomachenko decided to duck, and now that belt got weight on it. Now a true champion defends his title. Yeah, we got to see if he wins. Toby in the chat says Kambosos is right in his prime at the moment, but Devin is still growing into his prime. Yep, you're right. Ozzy says Kambosos started age 12. Haney's young too, like 8 years old. Okay, wow. So they both started early. Crypto Colors in the chat says Corley Boxing Tank should fight the winner of Devin versus George. I believe that. I believe that'll be a hell of a fight, man. Javante Tank Davis has a lot of power and could finish you at any time, man. So yeah, I would love to see that. Trap Media says all judges agree that Tank only needed the 6th round to beat Rolly. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But you guys got to understand, what if that sixth round never came? What if, it went 12 rounds? I'm just saying, what if Rolly was a little bit more defensively responsible? I feel like if it would have went 12 rounds, I feel like it would have definitely been a close fight still. But I knew eventually Tank was going to get him. That's why I picked the fourth round knockout. Thought it was going to be happening sooner than that. Crypto Color says, Rolly, very entertaining fighter. He made me cracking up when he was talking that big talk before Tank flatlined him. He iced the shit out of him stretch season. Crypto Color says, the boy got iced. Yeah, man. Yup. So look, man, I wanted to give you guys a live stream today, man. I gotta go. I got a lot to do, man. Moving. Thank you guys so much for freaking watching, man. Thank you guys so much for watching, man. And yeah, man, subscribe. Subscribe. Check me out on Instagram, Corey Lee Boxing. If you guys want to donate to my Cash App, it's the $ Corey Lee Boxing. So you just type in Corey Lee Boxing on Cash App, and that'll go straight to my phone. And I'll shout you guys out on my Instagram, man, if you guys donate. But thank you guys so much for watching, man. Devin Haney is gonna be a really good fighter coming up. Is this his time? Is this his time to get the job done against a very, very good champion in George Kambosos? This is gonna start a young legacy of Devin Haney. This is the start of it. Um, and I can't wait. I cannot wait, man. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Corey Lee Boxing, and you definitely been hit with another banger. Peace out, you guys.